Hello there, welcome to Scrum Positive. Thanks for tuning in and please subscribe to the channel. So today we're going to talk about the fourth agile value, and that's responding to change over following a plan. Responding to change over following a plan. Now, you might be wondering, why did I have to read it if I would have known it by heart? Just to make sure, because I want to make sure that I'm reading it in the proper way and I don't want to fumble. I don't want to do edits to the video that I'm making, because doing edits takes time. Responding to change over following a plan. Why do we create a plan? We create a plan because it gives us like a map. We want to travel somewhere. The map is what we use, right? So if we want to get something done, a plan is what we have. And that plan guides us to get that thing accomplished. But we also think that this plan is sacrosanct. It is something that should not change or will not change. And that's where the problem comes. And that's where we should be able to respond to change over following a plan. Why do we need to respond to change? Because we live in a very connected environment. We work in a very connected environment. The product, the service that we create, that is being used by an environment or system or people who change very often. What they need, how they interact with the product or service, what they get the product or service to do, all these things change. And if we are not ready to change and we say that, no, I've got a plan, I'm just going to do that, then there's a problem. Because by the time you execute the plan and you build the product or service, the customers would have changed. Their needs would have changed. Their requirements would have changed. So the ability to respond to change over following the plan is an important thing. That does not mean you should not have a plan, but you should have a plan which is flexible enough to accommodate the changes that come in. And that's where this whole iterative process and Scrum framework and agile thinking and everything come to. When you do sprints, you do sprint planning for 2 weeks, 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, 4 week, not more than that. So in life, I do a 1 week sprint. At work, we typically do a 2 week sprint. So I have solid plan that does not change for 1 week in life. I have a solid plan that does not change for 2 weeks in a life, at work. But there are still things going to change. I have a method to accommodate change during that period also. But I don't want changes to happen. But you can't expect that in life. You can't expect that at work. So things can change. We'll talk about how mid-sprint changes how to handle mid-sprint changes and all those things we'll discuss down the line. But that is the only plan that I will want to follow the plan and stick to it. Anything beyond that is subject to change. I can decide what I want to do in the next sprint, next week or next 2 weeks. That's up to change. I don't have a plan that takes me for a whole year that will never change. I have a plan for a whole year, but I know only 2 weeks or 1 week is what I'm closing on. The rest of it, I'm leaving it to change. If I need it to change, it'll change. If the environment demands, there will be a change. So think about responding to change over following a plan. I'll see you all. So we have done with all the 4 values, and we will start with the principles of Agile. You guys take care. Thank you.